What do these photos mean to you? To you, probably nothing at all. All you see is some pictures of a kid and his grandpa. To me, however, they represent so much more. I see these photos as priceless pages in a history book of my own life. A history book that's not created in memory, but rather being recorded on a phone. We live in an age where memories are recorded on devices in our pockets. Let me share with you the story behind these images. These were taken last summer on a trip to Europe I took with my grandfather. 18 days, 9 countries, constantly moving from one spot to the next and taking photos of each place we visited along the way. In our short race to visit as many countries as possible, we were led to Prague, the capital of Czechia. I recall one moment that stands out from my time there. There's me, standing in the house of my great-great-grandfather, a place which is marked by a history of occupation, from the Nazis, then the Soviets, and now serves as the embassy of Moldova. This is a vacation I will never forget. I was the first member of my family to enter that home in over 70 years, and all I could think about was the best hallway to take a photo in. I made the expert decision that it was in fact this hallway, but that's besides the fact. I was so enthralled with the idea of filling my phone with useless pixels that I wasn't taking in the meaningful memories and history. Vacation is meant to be a time for relaxation from the distractions of life and making long-lasting memories. It's defined as a time of respite from something. The word vacation can be rooted back to the Latin word vacatio, meaning exemption from service, respite from work, and traces back even further to vacare, which means to be empty, be free, and have leisure. We need to relieve ourselves of the distractions of life and reside within the moment. Travelers need to step away from their cameras when on vacation. The volume of photos taken needs to be limited. A medium is necessary for memories to be captured naturally, and the psychological impacts of overuse of photography is far greater than many assume. This is a quote that often resonates with me, spoken by American landscape photographer Ansel Adams. You don't take a photograph, you make it. Ansel was celebrated for being one of the first photographers of the American West, and his most iconic image being the face of Half Dome at Yosemite National Park. Adams made the nearly 4,000-foot trek through heavy snow to reach the viewpoint as seen in the picture. Adams later noted being at Yosemite was one of the most exciting moments of his photographic career. Adams' experience at Yosemite reveals the significance of being in the moment rather than focusing through a lens. Adams didn't take the picture, he took the experience. He lived in a time when photography was not as ingrained into society as it is now. However, he understood the importance of living in the present. The constant need to document every experience on vacation can lead to missed moments of mindfulness because you're too focused on trying to capture the perfect picture rather than taking in the beauty of the experience. Allow me to set the stage for you. Imagine being at the Eiffel Tower, one of the most coveted destinations for many travelers, and a place I'm sure a few people in this room have experienced. And of those few people, I guarantee you were all there for one thing, the picture. I've experienced it firsthand. I found myself wandering from one side of the tower to the other in search of the perfect location, looking to see where flocks of others had decided it was. Just glance at this image of people at the tower. Look again to see how many are there just for the picture. Isn't that shocking? Well, it isn't. It's a situation repeated multiple times, people capturing the perfect image rather than immersing themselves into the moment. We need to find a medium in order for our memories to be captured naturally. When taking photos develops into us detracting from our experiences, we become impacted psychologically. Psychologist Linda Henkel created a study with 28 college students and asked them to take photos of 15 random objects one by one. Her results revealed an impairment effect among subjects. This means photoed information is less likely to be remembered than non-photographed information. Henkel also claimed that as soon as you hit click on that camera, it's as if you've outsourced your memory. Henkel's findings interpret the actions behind taking photos and how it relieves our brain of the need to form memories properly. In doing so, we are blindly diminishing our experiences and compromising ourselves from engaging in the present moment. Therefore, it is vital for us to find balance in our photo-taking habits. We must be present and in the moment. Advancements in technology have led to a recession in true experiences and a culture of collecting photos rather than a time for for creating true experiences. An intermediate must be established to allow us to log our life without logging out of it. Many people may not believe this is a relevant issue, and many are wrong. 9 years, or 78,894 hours. According to a 2020 study, Americans spend an average of 9 years of their life using their phones. We can spend nearly a decade glued to a screen, but can't spend a few days unattached to it, nor can we live in the present moment. In fact, 46.9% of our waking hours are spent thinking about something other than the present. We're not living in the moment, we're distracted, and we're losing time in key moments. If you take just one thing away from what I've said today, it's that the next time you're trying to capture that perfect picture, step back and think, what do these pictures mean to me? Life isn't meant to be lived through a lens. It's meant to be lived in the present. Thank you.